Now.
Alright,
Now.
fucking welcome everybody to our latest and greatest playthrough of the Star Wars Jedi Fallen Order, which actually came out today, and I've already sunk 4 hours into it before this recording.
I know, right?
Because we have something to prove on this channel.
Do we need something to prove? I think
No, not
you
really.
you haven't needed a redemption arc because
No.
all you've done is Valk 4 and Pokemon.
Yeah, Valk 4,
and-
Pokemon, the other Star Wars game that we did.
Yeah. I'm the one that needs a fucking redemption arc after Bayonetta. And that's why I got DMC 5 underway.
Yeah. Right, so so they got the difficulty modes, despite it being a Souls-like game, which is actually kind of interesting how they've done it because it works with power time and enemy damage. And
let's not
progression.
start this. What do you mean it's got difficulty modes, but it's a Souls-like game? It's Souls-like in gameplay, not in difficulty, as we
Yeah, no,
can
that's
tell.
what I mean. It's Souls-like in gameplay, not in difficulty at all. But you can make it Souls-like in difficulty. One of these is probably Dark Souls-like in difficulty.
I think Grandmaster, because enemies have certain damage to them in like Dark Souls. They don't sort of like scale. Enemies don't scale. They are the damage. So that Jedi Grandmaster would be Dark Souls difficulty.
Actually, I think Jedi Master would be Dark Souls difficulty.
No,
Because,
that's too generous of a parry timing. Too generous.
no, that's a generous parry timing.
No, I see. Parry timing is only like a few frames, isn't it? It's like 5 to 12 frames. Depending on what Dark Souls you're playing.
I have no idea. Yeah, well, on Dark Souls, I'm not too sure on the exact parry timings, but for the sake of not standing here and constantly dying to the one mob over and over again, we're actually going to run through on Jedi Knight because we actually want to get through the story a bit. I'm doing my own private playthrough on Jedi Master, but Jedi Knight is probably good for a story mode playthrough.
Well, let's have a quick think about this. How, if you were on Jedi Master, without spoiling anything, what is the challenge? Like, what is the difficulty you're facing?
It's pretty tough. Like it's fair, but after you learn the nuances, you kind of get it down and you can kind of get through it. But there are certain enemies that will just roll you as soon as they look at you.
Look at you sideways. All right, then.
Yeah. So I think we just keep it with Jedi Knight. That should stop us from getting bogged down in certain sections where it just becomes kill fests over and over again.
Yeah. It's for those who desire a forgiving combat challenge.
It's very forgiving.
That sounds so bitch.
I know.
Alright, play the game, you little bitch.
Alright, I need to hold it.
Why?
I don't know why.
Ooh. What a great start. What a great audience.
Starting us right off in the start. Fucking pure black screen with our loading symbol. Right there, right on the money.
So what time did this come out in Australian time?
About 4 p.m.
Okay, then yeah. I had work at 4:30 and an appointment at 3:30. Fuck. Jesus Christ. Are they just parked? Are they legit just parked?
Those are the Old Republic, well, not the Old Republic, but the, from the Clone Wars. Those are the, ships from the Clone Wars.
What's this fucking Mongolian throat singing? You know how fucking difficult it is to do throat singing?
I wouldn't know.
I tried doing a little bit, like learning how they did it, and I couldn't even do it without coughing up at a lung, because it's just like a kink in the note, which fucks me every time.
Listen, I don't want to upset your rhythm, Cal.
Oh, there's no subtitles.
Oh, gotta fix that. As soon as the cutscene ends.
You'll be good for
Yeah.
us. Here he is, Chief.
I fucking love it how annoyed game publishers were about the main character of this game. Oh, he's a white male how boring. I'm like, fucking really?
Cal, what's the score?
Doesn't matter who the main character looks like. It's if the character's interesting or not.
Yeah.
Okay. All right, let's go.
I don't care if you're black, Caucasian, Asian.
This way.
If you're an interesting character, I will like you.
I mean, the game would have actually been pretty interesting if they got you to, like, pick... Well, because his own... is it in visuals? Nope.
No, it'd be in video, audio.
Video?
Audio.
Audio.
Really?
Nope,
Wait, what?
Extras?
Extras? Quit?
Gameplay. Subtitles.
Subtitles. Why is it in gameplay?
Because gameplay?
It's like the most fucking... I want to give a shout out. It's either Resident Evil 2 Remake or Devil May Cry 5 that puts subtitles in the language setting.
Alright.
Like, that's where subtitles needs to be, in the
Yeah.
language setting.
I mean, I've seen subtitles in the audio settings.
Yeah.
That's been pretty weird. But if the game proves to be a little too easy...
Too easy. Yeah, we can
can
change it any time.
Yeah, we can change it any time.
We can flex.
Yeah.
But yeah, like, for instance, what was it? Battlefront 2 had a black female character, and I heard no one raving about that. So obviously it's not the ethnicity or the sexuality of the character, it's about the actual character itself. Which you can do.
Up here.
Yeah. Like, my favorite race in Star Wars are the Twi'leks. They're like the people with the 2 head tails.
Oh, those things, yeah.
Yeah, that's my favorite race. If you got to play as, like, a Jedi one of them, or, like, if you've just got options
Luke or Hulk in
of, to change Cal's, you know,
Making her will be big
race
money.
to be whatever you wanted it to be. Because, like, his gender and his race don't really play much into the story. So you can really just swap him out for anything. Which is pretty cool because modders can do that. And that's fun.
I just don't understand why people make such a big deal out of gender and ethnicity in video games. As long as it serves the story,
Yeah.
then you're good. Just as long as your character serves the story, then it's perfectly fine what you do. Like, if you want a romance, you obviously have like, you can have a male and a female, or you can have 2 same-sex. As long as, like, it makes sense to the story. In which I feel like some games are trying to make a quota. So I want to give sort of props to Respawn for sticking with their guns after all their shit they got for just having this guy as a character.
Yeah.
It's like, no, that's the character, like it or not.
Just passing through.
Yeah. It's like, I'm not here because I'm playing a white dude. That's not the reason I purchased this game. The reason I purchased this game is because I get to sling around a lightsaber like in fucking Dark Souls. That's why I'm doing it.
Like, I remember how happy you were saying, it's like, oh, we can actually do this. And then it was like the, when the E3 trailer about it, when we actually saw gameplay. That was pretty fun. The one, oh, that fucking E3 trailer, like, they knew what to show you to go get you hyped up. Like, the fact you can freeze a laser bolt in midair just to throw a fucking enemy in front of it. Oh, juicy.
I don't even have that force power yet.
Sounds like scrap rats.
In my fucking main one.
Just passing through, guys. No need to come out and say hi this
But
time.
holy shit, it's really good. Like just with
Yeah,
the,
you're
like,
the Star Wars aficionado
Yep.
on our channel. I have like a mild interest, but not like a large one.
Hey, Cal, I'll meet you at the clamps.
But I do like some of the lore that Star Wars does have. What?
Oh, fuck. Yeah, so there's a little bit of a bug with the grappling in the game. Sometimes you'll grab onto something and you'll do the animation to pull yourself up, but it won't acknowledge that you've pulled yourself up. Which is what you just saw there. So we drop down, we go ahead and pull ourselves up. Yeah, so that time it worked.
This has a very Tomb Raider-y, Uncharted gameplay aspect to it.
Yeah. Definitely
So-
see that with a lot of the puzzles.
Yeah.
How'd you get here?
How'd you get here?
Alright, right on, right on. Oh, that would have been cool. Just imagine doing that in real life. You'd fucking ruin your hands.
Oh, yeah.
Doing a backflip and catching onto a grate.
So you remember how we were watching that Resident Evil movie last night and we just took one look at the
Spider-Man! That's what this guy reminds me of.
Spider-Man.
Personality-wise. Spider-Man.
Oh, yeah.
But yeah, what about the Resident Evil film?
Yeah, so the other Resident Evil film we were watching last night, the one that just, fucking Chris and Leon just kept on getting smacked around like rag dolls into walls and shit.
Yeah.
We just called that every time they should have actually died.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There is...
A lot happens like that in this game.
It's like dead, calling it dead.
Just got to point these out right there. Those are the old Republic gunships down there, the ones I also pointed out in The Force Unleashed. The LAAT gunships, and those are the old Republic walkers as well.
So what is the difference between... Who are the Old Republic?
Okay, so there's the Old Republic, and then there's the Republic, and then there's the New Republic. The Old Republic is when there were like thousands of Sith versus thousands of Jedi. Like,
Okay.
really old.
When the world was populated with Sith and Jedi, rather
Yeah.
than being a rarity.
Yeah, so that's the Old Republic. The Republic, which was the one featured in the Clone Wars, which is the one that everyone sort of really knows about, is the one when the Sith operated on only the rules of two, and it features in the movies Episode 1, Episode 2, and Episode 3, as well as the Clone Wars TV series. And then there's the New Republic. Whoop, wrong button. Fuck, I'm terrible at this. Yeah. So then there's the New
Off
Republic.
to a great start.
Absolutely riveting, because I can't figure out which button's the fucking A button and which button's the B button, because I'm fucking retarded. Yeah. So the New Republic is the Republic is I haven't seen episode 8 and 9, well, episode fucking 8. I don't think 9's out yet, but yeah, I haven't seen episode 8. So what was it like?
Come take a look at this.
The Return of Skywalker?
No, not the Return of Skywalker. I think it's the Rise of Skywalker.
Something like that.
Some shit like that. Whatever that one is, I haven't seen it. But all I've got from the fucking Force Awakens is the New Republic is passingly mentioned as something that exists. So I have no information on it.
What happens to the New Republic when it's no longer the New Republic?
I have no idea. It starts to be the plot device for shit.
Here we are, scrapping these ships from the war just so they can turn around and...
So he's basically a scrapper. Why does that feel like if you're not a Jedi, and if you're not a Sith, you're a scrapper?
Well, if you're not a Jedi and you're not a Sith and you're not a Stormtrooper and you're not a Rebel soldier, you're
Or a
pretty
junker.
much just a shit kicker.
Yeah.
Yeah, no matter what you do.
Hey, it's not their fault the fucking Jedi and Sith just leave this shit lying around. Who buys this shit? That's what I want to know.
Well, this is what the Empire's doing here is they've got all these ships from the Clone Wars left over. So what they're doing is they're recycling them into Star Destroyers.
Come on, my boy. Wouldn't you want to land on one of them? Because that means you're not going down.
No, I gotta rescue my dumbass friend over there.
Yeah, he's fine. Oh,
Oh, this is not a smooth ride.
where's your dumbass friend? Oh, there he is.
He's fine.
You okay?
Cal! I can't climb up!
Bro, just hang on.
Send me!
No, don't let go.
I can't hold on!
Jesus Christ.
No!
Thank you. Ooh!
You okay, bro?
I'm alright. Just pin down.
Pilot's gone. I'll get us out of here. Just hang on.
Watch out, Cal!
What is that thing?
That's one of the Sarlaccs.
What is it?
It's a Sarlacc, so think of it like a giant octopus in the ground.
Yeah, but what is it? Why are we just casually working around it?
They are very hard to get rid of. And very expensive to get rid of, so it's better just to leave it alone.
Okay,
We gotta move. Come on.
hell happened? What was that back there? Was that you?
No, no.
That was the Force, wasn't it?
Oh, shut the fuck up.
Please
No,
trust
but
me.
I've seen the stories. I've heard it. There's
Prof,
bounties out on
I
people like
know. I know.
you. Yeah, we're ready.
You know how they treat fucking Jedi around here. So where is this set in the timeline?
This is just after episode 3, so in between episodes 3 and 4.
So after...
Revenge of the Sith, and before A New Hope.
Alright.
So roughly in the same time period as The Force Unleashed.